Wembanyama on the wing, goes through the legs.
In the last 3 quarters. How about that move? Pacers running the other way. Shepherd attacking the way. Shepherd attacking. Chet Holmgren.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 48 Views, and in today's video I want to talk about a few players I think were too good for the NBA Summer League this year, and I want to provide some highlights and evidence to support the case. So without further ado, let's get to it. So first up, we have Victor Wembanyama, and first game that Victor played in 27 total minutes, he only had 9 points, but his second game he did bounce back, and that allowed him to average 18 points on 41% field goal percentage. And I think that by what we've seen him display in the second game, 27 total points in 27 minutes, I think we've seen enough. And I definitely think the Spurs made the right decision by shutting him down in 2 games.
Wembanyama playing defense here.
I mean, this right here is just an absolutely absurd amount of distance to be able to cover. And I'll continue to emphasize that Victor will improve their defense so long as he stays healthy. Now, the Spurs did rank close to the bottom last year in NBA defenses ranked, so at this point, with Victor anchoring their defense, it's only up from here. Now, in his second game when he scored 27 points, we can see Victor being more aggressive, and this is just absolutely filthy. But his first Summer League game against the Hornets, we can see that although there were some highlights,
Wembanyama and one!
But we've seen him make a number of clean switches already.
there also were lowlights.
And smoke the slam.
Or moments where he just wasn't paying attention, or where he was just out of position.
Wemby, not efficient, but that translates
And one.
immediately.
But getting back to his highlights from his second game against the Blazers, Wemby showed us a little bit of everything, shooting 64% from the field, making a couple threes, but he could have shot a little better from the free throw line where he only made 7 out of 12 shots. Overall, that's all we needed to see. But I will say, some of the hype on Victor Wembanyama has been a little bit overkill, and I also think some of this blasphemy that we're seeing from people like Tim Hardaway's father saying that Bol is better than Victor Wembanyama, which I don't think so. So Mr. Hardaway, let's relax with the disrespect. We're in for a fun year in San Antonio, and let's just wait and see what happens.
Walker. Wemby staring him down.
Chet Holmgren averaged 16.5 points on 49% shooting in 29 minutes played and 2 total games played, and already so far we can start to see a pattern in the amount of games that the best Summer League players have played. And even though he only played a handful of games, it was nice to see Chet since he got hurt pretty early into his Summer League debut last year in 2022.
Blocked by Holmgren once again. 5-point game. Butler. The lob. Holmgren the finish. AC running the floor well. Butler going down the lane and Chet throwing it down with authority.
And so far in his highlights from this year's Summer League, we see Chet getting a few easy dunks.
Really deterred Ding. When he went to that spin move, he didn't move at all. Then gonna have to try again. Oh, nice feed. And Holmgren.
But really what sets Chet apart from other players in the Summer League alongside Victor is his versatility and skill set combined with his height. So overall, I think Chet definitely is too good for the Summer League. We've seen enough, and it's time to see him in actual regular season game speed. The Thunder made the play-in last year by winning 40 games, so if they stay healthy, I expect them to make the playoffs this year now that they'll add Chet's versatility and defense to what they had already. Jabari Smith Jr. averaged 35.5 points on 49% shooting from the field, and it looks like he's ready to take the next step going into the next season.
You're taking that next step. You're taking that rookie under your wing as well. So never too cool to be on a Summer League roster as Smith hits one for.
Now, Jabari did struggle a little bit last year, but averaging 35.5 points, even in the Summer League, is just pretty absurd. And considering the Rockets placed second to last year in the Western Conference standings, I think it'll be interesting to see how this new team and new resurgences like Jabari Smith Jr. factor into their season, and if they can make a push for the play-in, let alone the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
42 points in the last 3 quarters.
How about that move to the basket?
So the fourth player that I think was too good for the NBA Summer League this year is Jalen Williams, and he averaged 21 points on 57% shooting. And man, he only played one game, but did he play an efficient game? And just like that, pretty quickly, all the picks that Sam Presti accumulated pretty much have turned around to be a pretty dangerous core with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who they traded for, Josh Giddey, Chet, Jalen Williams, and veterans they added like Patty Mills. And the last thing I'll note about Jalen Williams is it looks like he's put on a lot of weight in the offseason, and he's also added some new skills. So clearly he thinks a drug test is coming his way from NBA. And let me know what you think about this picture he posted on his IG in the comments below.
Shoot, Sam Hauser's brother just got inked up for a couple more years for the Celtics. Jalen Williams.
So next up we have Keegan Murray, who averaged an impressive 35 points on 51% shooting. And
Monday, now he's backing him up.
Keegan looks like he's going to be the Kings' best shooter. They made the playoffs last year, and obviously they got to the second round, losing to the Warriors. And I think we've seen enough in 2 games played. He shot 51% from the field. He shot 40% from 3. I can't wait to see what the Kings have in store this year and how they improve and build upon the deep run they made last year in the playoffs. So the last player that was too good for the NBA Summer League this year is Max Christie. He averaged 19 points on 46% shooting. And honestly, out of all the players we've named so far, he might be the most underrated. Rob Pelinka and the Lakers have probably had one of the most underrated free agencies. And with players like Max Christie, it seems that adding more playmaking and guard skill to the Lakers is only going to make them more dangerous, because now this year they have Gabe Vincent alongside Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell.
They've had so many great players, but no one, quote unquote, has been there.
I'm excited to see how Darvin Ham uses Max Christie, and he seems to be able to do a little bit of everything in terms of playing inside out from the perimeter. So it'll be interesting to see what the Lakers do, because I think they actually have a chance to win a championship if LeBron and AD manage to stay healthy going into the playoffs. So that covers it for today's video. These are 6 players I think proved they were too good for the Summer League this year. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this, and I'll see you next time.
On the floor for LA, Damian Ball and Max Christie. Max Christie had 17